You alright everyone, Asa here from RCC. So I'm going to show you some pouches that I've been using. I've mentioned them once before, but this is kind of like a newer material. So if I just bring the camera down, in fact I'll keep the camera up here. Basically, we've been sent lots of them. I don't know exactly how many's here, but there's a lot. Last me a long time. Now these pouches are from Ben Priestman at HTH. It's a small ammo pouch. Now let me just get the measurements right. End to end it is about 47mm. Across the middle it is 12mm. So they're a small pouch. I use them for 7mm steels, but you could use them for 1/4 inch, 6mm, 8mm. You could use them for 9.5 if you wanted to. You wouldn't have an issue. I know some lads that use small pouches for 9.5, but I use them with 7 and I like them. Now, first of all, the shape. As you can see, it's a shape that when I first saw it, I didn't think I'd like, because I always feel a pouch should get smaller towards the ends rather than bigger. But for the 7mm I'm shooting, I prefer this. Now, you've got very small holes, which I like. They're not too small like the Chinese ones where they can be a bit of a struggle to band, but they're not too big where they open up too wide on stretch. They're small, they remain small, which is what I like. Now the benefit of having the thicker bit there, I feel, is because there's more meat each side of the hole. There's no stretch. The stretch in this pouch, and by the way, it is minimum stretch. There's hardly anything in it whatsoever. I've actually got to use one I could show you up there. There's nothing in it. When they do stretch, they stretch in the middle. Now that is no issue whatsoever, because if I'm honest with you, it takes away a little bit of size from the middle, and for 7mm or 8mm it makes it even better of a pouch. So the stretch works in its favour, but it doesn't stretch round where the tube holes is, and that for me is a very good thing. It keeps nice and neat. You've got a little dimp there as well for the bands, which makes it even better. And this bit of a broad size that you've got, I find it makes the pouch easier to load. I mean, you don't grip that bit, you're gripping the bearing, so you're gripping back here, but being a bit bigger, it just feels a bit more substantial in your fingers, which I really like. Now secondly, that's just about the pouch size and the design. We're going to go with this material. Now this is like a navy blue material. Now I've used Ben Priestman's black pouches, red and blue, all very good. I've got a whole hell of a load of band sets banded up. In fact I banded 10 sets up yesterday, Spanish sets for my Spanish frame when I shoot in Ireland in a couple of weeks time, 3 weeks time. So I'm using the black ones on there. They're very, very good. But this navy is better. Why is it better? It's stiffer, and it remains stiffer after a lot of shots. Now, all the other microfibres, including Ben's, they tend to go a bit soft. Now, that's all well and good, soft, whatever, it's nice, it feels nice, yeah. But I find when a pouch gets soft, it gets very flexible, and it can become a little more tricky to load, especially with 7mm. This stuff stays firm, which is a massive plus. Not only does it stay firm, but it's more grippy than any other microfibre I've used. Any, and I've used a lot. So this blue material for me is without a doubt the best microfibre material I've ever used. It stays stiffer for longer, and that sounds like an advert for something else. And it also is grippier. So this navy blue material from HTH, Ben Priestman, I've been told he's going to move over to it eventually. He does a whole hell of a load of different pouch sizes. It ain't just these little mini ones. He does all different sizes. But I'd recommend, if you're going to go for a Ben Priestman pouch, go for this navy material, because whatever size the pouch, there's nothing going to take away from the fact that this material is more grippier, and it doesn't soften up like the others. It stays more rigid. It's better, quicker to load, without a doubt. But for the 7mm, this size for me is perfect. The shape doesn't look too pleasing at first, but believe me, this shape has lots of pros to it and no cons. It's a brilliant shape pouch. It's brilliant for what I do. I've never shot so accurate as what I have with this particular pouch. For 7mm, I've never shot no more accurate. I find it brilliant, and then this navy material is just a big improvement. Like, you know what I mean? Any small improvements for me is a good thing, and like I say, it's grippier, which is a plus, and the fact that it doesn't soften up makes it better as well. It's just it's a superior material, superior microfibre to any microfibres I've ever used. As you can see, I wouldn't have this many if I didn't like them. I'm a straight down the line person. Ben knows that, and others do. If I don't like a product, I won't use it. If it's not going to make me a better shot, then I just won't use it. It's completely pointless to me. And I'll tell the maker, I'm not shy, looking at someone and saying, look, I don't like that material. It's the only way someone's going to get better, in my opinion. If someone was to do that to me, then that's fine as well. I don't care. Only certain opinions matter to me, the ones that I know are quite valid. But I wouldn't have that many pouches laid in front of me if I didn't think that that was the best, and that was making me a more consistent shot. So, yeah. Look him up on Facebook. He's also got eBay. HTH Slingshot Accessories. Ben Priestman on Facebook. You heard it here. Ciao for now.